Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. This is another A2 level functional English lesson. We're still continuing the series about going on vacation, and in this lesson we're going to learn phrases and vocabulary that would help you at the bus or train station. All right, so here's some of the things that you might see in a bus or train station. We have the departures board telling the cities where the either bus or train is going to, where the status of the trip. Here is an example of a train. Signs indicating where you can get tickets, and this looks like some sort of arrival hall once people have gotten off the train. All right, so we're going to look at this conversation between Serdar and the sales agent. Serdar is at the Barcelona train station and needs to purchase a train ticket, and he goes to the ticket counter. So I'll read this through the first time, and then um, we can read it in parts. With I'll read Serdar's part, you'll read the sales agent's part, and then we'll switch. But first, we'll just read the whole thing through, which you can either pause the video and do on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Hi, I'd like to book a train to Marseille. Actually, the fastest way to get to Marseille is to take a train to Girona. From Girona, you can take a bus to Marseille. Okay, so when is the next train to Girona? It leaves at 9:45 a.m. in 50 minutes. The train is the AVE 03071 to Figueres, but you must get off at Girona. A second-class ticket costs €12.4. Okay, great. Can I pay by credit card? Sure. Okay, just enter your PIN and follow the instructions. Okay, here's your ticket. Go to the concourse and look at the departures board. All right, this time I'll read Serdar's part, and then I'll pause and you can respond with the sales agent's part. Hi, I'd like to book a train for Marseille. Okay, so when is the next train to Girona? Okay, great. Can I pay by credit card? All right, this time you'll read Serdar's part and I'll read the sales agent's part, so go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Actually, the fastest way to get to Marseille is to take a train to Girona. From Girona, you can take a bus to Marseille. It leaves at 9:45 a.m. in 50 minutes. The train is the AVE 03071 to Figueres, but you must get off at Girona. A second-class ticket costs €12.4. Sure. Okay, just enter your PIN and follow the instructions. Okay, here's your ticket. Go to the concourse and look at the departures board. All right, so now go ahead and pause the video and see if you can complete this text using the words here in the boxes to uh, fill in the gaps. You can pause the video and try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. All right, here are the answers. Once Serdar reaches the concourse, he looks up to find his train on the departure board. He sees that train AVE 03071 will leave from platform 6. When he looks at his ticket, he sees that his seat is in car 7. Serdar walks along until he reaches the train car. Just inside the door is a luggage rack where he can place his backpack. Since he will stay on the train for only 40 minutes, he goes straight to his seat and pulls out his guidebook. At 9 o'clock, he hears an announcement. All passengers, AVE 03071, Barcelona Figueres, will leave in 5 minutes. Please board the train immediately. 5 minutes later, the train door closed automatically and Serdar is on his way to Girona. Alright, so now we have some vocabulary words. You want to match each of these terms with its definition. You can pause the video and try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Alright, here are the answers. A person working on a train who is responsible for collecting, checking, and sometimes selling tickets. That is the conductor. A place on a train where you can purchase snacks and drinks and possibly a full meal. That is the dining car. The last station on a bus or train journey is the terminus. And usually a small shop at a bus or train station that sells candy, cigarettes, snacks, newspapers, and magazines is a kiosk. Alright, so we're going to look at this train schedule. So you can just see some of the information that you can find on the train's schedule. This would be the train number, how often the train leaves, the departure time, the arrival time, and the type of train that it is. So express train is one that goes directly from one place to another with no stops. A regional train will make several stops within a certain region of a country. And an inner city train is one that travels within a city, more like a metro or underground, something like that. Okay, so when Serdar arrives in Girona, he collects his luggage, gets off the train, leaves the train station, and then walks across the road to the Girona bus station. At the ticket booth, he makes inquiries about the Girona-Marseille bus. So again, we'll read through this the first time, and then we'll read it in parts. So you can pause the video and read on your own, or follow along as I read. Excuse me, I'd like to purchase a ticket for Marseille. It leaves at 10:45. Sir, I'm sorry, but the 10:45 service was cancelled. The next bus for Marseille leaves at 15:30. Really? I mean, there's no other bus for 5 hours? I'm afraid not, sir. Would you like to purchase a ticket? Alright, this time I'll read Serdar's part and you read the sales agent's part, and then we'll switch. Excuse me, I'd like to purchase a ticket for Marseille. It leaves at 10:45. Really? I mean, there's no other bus for 5 hours? Alright, this time you start with Serdar's part and I'll read the sales agent's part. So go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Sir, I'm sorry, but the 10:45 service was cancelled. The next bus for Marseille leaves at 15:30. I'm afraid not, sir. Would you like to purchase a ticket? Alright, so Serdar had 5 hours to spend in Girona, and so put the activities in the order in which you think that he did them. You can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to continue. Alright, so we could probably say first he sat down at the bus station coffee shop and looked. Well, first he has to go and get the map. So he would start here, went to the tourist information booth just outside the bus station and got a map of Girona. Then he sat down in the bus station coffee shop and looked at the map. Uh, he placed his backpack in a short-term storage locker. He visited the Girona Art Museum and Cathedral, and then he returned to the bus station in time to catch the 15:30 service to Marseille. All right, now you'll read this text and use the words in the boxes to fill in the gaps. You can pause the video while you do this and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. All right, here are the answers. When Serdar returned to the bus station, he collected his bag from the short-term luggage storage, then headed to the restroom to freshen up a little before the long bus ride. He visited the kiosk and purchased a computer magazine and a science fiction novel to read during the journey. This was not an express bus, and it would make many stops along the route. Serdar gave his backpack to the driver, who stored it under the bus. Serdar sat down, reclined his seat, and started to read. All right, so now I'd like you to try practice writing a dialogue between a person who sells train tickets and a customer or a passenger. And here are some phrases that are provided to help you. Um, like, where would you like to travel to? This might be what the customer would say. Is the regional train okay? That could be the ticket seller also. Or would you prefer an express train? Would you like a seat in first class or second class? By what time do you have to arrive? If you prefer, there is an express train later today at 2 p.m. What do you think? You will need to change trains. Is that okay? And would you like to pay by cash or credit card? So you can use some of these for the lines that the ticket seller says, and then you'll have to create what the customer says in answering these questions and asking other questions. All right, so now we can practice answering some passenger questions. So you're going to pretend that you work at the information booth in the train station of a large city. And so try to answer these questions. So excuse me, but where can I purchase a ticket? Do you know how much luggage I can take onto the train? What can I do with my luggage because my train does not leave for 6 hours and I want to walk around the city? Where are the restrooms? Where can I find something to eat? Is there somewhere that I can find tourist information around here? At what time does my train leave? So just you can use your imagination and think of some answers to these questions. All right, and here you can use this to help you answer some of those questions when the passenger asks questions. So, for example, they might ask something like, when is the next train to Barcelona? And so you would say it departs at 10:05. Um, and if they ask what time it arrives at 16:30. So just create some questions and answers based upon the information that you have here in this chart. And here's another one for additional practice. You can provide some information about bus tickets leaving from Madrid. Again, you can write some questions that the customer might ask and then use this information to provide the answers. And the same thing about trains leaving from Berlin. So again, you can just practice writing some questions and answers. All right, and now we're going to have you complete this announcement by using the words in the boxes to fill in the blanks. So you can pause the video, write down your answers, and then restart when you're ready to check. All right, here are the answers. Explore Europe with Europass. So, oops, Europass allows you unlimited travel during either 7, 14, or 28 days on trains and buses within the countries of the European Union. Make your bookings in, let's see, in advance or at any, let's see, or, sorry, I think this should be online, not in advance. So make your bookings online or at any major bus or train station ticket counter. So book your tickets up to 1 calendar month in advance. Purchase Europass for either first or second class travel. Buy Europass up to 12 months in advance. Your first day of use counts as day one. And then here's a note here that says, please note that you can no longer use Europass on trains that start or finish within the United Kingdom. Alright, so that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you have any questions, leave those for me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye.